Let me finish. Well, okay then.
Oh, Revelation.
See, brother, now that's problem. Hold up, brother. Now that's problematic then. Because if you're gonna let the Most High tell you in Leviticus 11, the Most High told you you can't eat pork.
Right, but he also told me everything that I made is clean.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Brother, no, he didn't. Bro, why would he lie? Why would he say you can't have it and then say you can have it? Why would he continue to kill people for thousands of years for eating it? Right? Hold up. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Why would he kill people for thousands of years of eating it just to turn around and say now you can eat it? What kind of that's schizophrenic? You believe in a schizophrenic God then at that point?
I don't believe.
That's not like you can understand. That's logic, brother. That doesn't make any sense. That's like you saying like you got children. Would you tell your child like don't do this, and he does it, right? And every time we do it, you beat his ass, and then out of nowhere you turn around and be like, oh well, you can go ahead and do it now. What kind of sense? What kind of parenting is that? That don't make no sense. You see, he understands that. Christ and God is wrong.
I feel that race is wrong.
Well, okay, was Christ wrong right there then?
Yeah.
Damn. No, because I've heard the Christian mumble jumble cries, oh, we got to be a teddy bear. We're not here for that at all. I mean, how about this? I'll listen to you if you listen to me. If we have a dialogue.
Oh no, I'm leaving.
Okay, if you want to leave, then leave. Then I don't care. I don't care about the. Oh, you're taking away. You don't know the gospel, sister. You don't know the gospel, right? Let's read the gospel. Let's read the gospel. Wait. That's a direction. That's a direction. That's a direction. Give me Matthew chapter 15, right? And sister, I want you to hear this verse about Christ. I want you to hear this verse about Christ since you want to come up here and say we're taking away the gospel. Let's see what Christ did.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15.
No, hold up. Sister, no, listen to the Bible. Listen to Christ. Listen to Christ. See what Christ said.
Red letter. The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
See, Christians hate the Bible. That's why you run away when the Bible comes out.
Right.
You're a liar and a hypocrite, sister.
Right.
You love Babylon the Great and that fake gospel that comes with that. We're not about to do that. If you want to come up here and talk about we taking away the gospel from people, you better be willing to debate it.
That's right.
You better be willing to debate it. I don't study this book every single day for y'all to come up here and tell me I'm wrong when all you know is John 3:16. That.
So y'all gave me something to today. I have to work on me. But I'm not lost anymore.
We came from roaches on the floor, a notice on the door, baking soda in the jar, but now we focus on the law. It's like soap up in a cloth, the way it's soaking and it wash. It's something like good dope, cause it's potent and it's raw.
I used to post up out the store, work stashed behind the door. Everything I had was pure, so fiends was coming back for more. The Most High opened my eyes, and then I seen that I was flawed. Now I'm addicted to these laws because they potent and they raw. I was in and out of jail, cause in the streets, yeah, I was lost. Trying to be like all the hustlers, they don't tell you it's a cause.
Jeremiah 4:22 from the top again. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding.
What?
None understanding.
They have no understanding. Our people know how to flip a brick, right? Can make a rap song about it. All the way from the 80s all the way until 2023. Y'all still not tired of it. You know why? Because they're giving a whole new twist on flipping bricks, man. Every single time. It's the same, like, bro, I can't even listen. I don't listen to rap music, bro. I honestly hate rap music. It's the same stuff that y'all been hearing remixed over and over and over again.
Right.
How many times are y'all gonna run off on the plug, bro? How many times are we gonna be flipping drugs? How many times are we gonna make hoes out of our women and our women gonna make hoes out of ourselves? When are we gonna want better as a people?
Right.
Any of y'all blacks and Hispanics, when are we gonna want better as a people? Because at some point, we gotta want better. Hey brother, you with the kufi on, right? You put your hand up, right? You wanna do better for your people? What do you say? Allah. And you know the Muslims had black people in slavery? You know that, right? You know Muhammad in the Hadiths was a white man?
Right.
Huh? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, brother. The fact is, in the trans-Saharan slave trade, they had like you in slavery. That religion is not for us, my brother. It's what? Okay, let's say. okay, black man, black means nothing, literally. No, it means nothing. It's a color. Hold up, brother. Every other people go back to a land or a person. You want to go back to a color, brother. That's nothing. That's everything you're saying is nothing. And it always be the people, it always be our brothers, right, with the gray in their beards who think they know something.
Right.
Who think they know something, right? You're not a light to nobody, brother. You're not a light to nobody. You know why you're not a light to somebody? Because you want to follow a religion of a people who enslaved you.
Right.
It's the same thing as Christian pastors. They want to follow a religion of people who enslaved you and give you a false God that is not your God, nor has he ever been.
Bring it out.
It's crazy. A white person will sit right here in front of us and listen to us read prophecy after prophecy after prophecy about them not getting saved, and will give us a high five afterwards. But y'all, right, can't hear nothing. When are we gonna stop being that way, bro? When are we gonna stop being that way? Hey, y'all believe in God? None of y'all over here believe in God? Y'all just going to the food festival just to eat? Just to eat, right? Y'all gonna be in the church tomorrow, right? Are we surprised? Nobody's surprised, right? Not one person is surprised. Finish that out.
God. It says, and they have none understanding, they are wise to do evil.
They're what?
They are wise to do evil.
And that's the part I wanted to get to. They're wise to do evil. Our people can give you 50 different ways on how to hit a lick. They will give you 50 different ways plus how to scam. They will give you 50 different ways on how to get over on the government and their brother. But to do good, they what? Read that.
It says, they are wise to do evil,
Yeah.
but to do good, they have no knowledge.
They have what?
They have no knowledge.
They have zero knowledge. I mean, damn, bro. And people just think we're out here just to hurt people. It ain't about hurting people's feelings. You can see the signs. You can see what we have in our hands. Y'all know we have. We know we have Bibles, right? The Word of God, what you say you believe in, right? Watch this. Watch this. Case study, right? And sister with the blessed shirt. Sister with the blessed shirt, you believe in God? How do you show you believe in God? By going to just showing up at a building? That's it? That's all you got to do? So how do you get blessed? You don't know. Case study. Give me, drop that Psalms 1 and 1. You see what I mean? We'll put a shirt on. We'll put a shirt on and say we're blessed. And I ask you, how do you get blessed? You have no knowledge. Read that last sentence. Hold up. Read that last sentence, Jeremiah.
Con. It says, they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
You have no knowledge. You don't know how to be blessed, but you'll put a shirt on that says blessed. You think we can't? Like, bro, we all got a SICARRI. Everybody who's part of the SICARRI Dallas camp has a SICARRI shirt on right now, right? If somebody asks us about this shirt, we have a reason why we believe. Give me 1 Peter 3:15. We have a reason why we believe in what we believe in.
That's right.
Y'all don't have y'all just put a cross on, y'all go to a building, you throw some money in a collection plate, end up broke, and then complain about why you're broke while your pastor is driving in a damn Bentley. But we'll justify that man, but condemn us. Right? This is nuts. Stay where you're at, Psalm 1.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts.
Sanctify means set apart the Lord God in your hearts to do what?
And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you.
Hey, brother and sister, right? Y'all believe in God? Hey, you believe in God, brother? Sister, y'all can't hear me? You believe in God? Hey, how does God want you to show him how you believe in him? How does God want us to show him that we worship him? To take care? See, man, that's crazy. It's too cool, bro. Our people is too cool. How did it get? Honestly, how did it get this way? How did it get this way, man? If we was up here rapping, y'all will stop.
Right.
If we was out here trying to show you a new scam, you would stop. If we was trying to get you into the Drake concert that's coming up in June, y'all would stop. But to hear the word of God, y'all not about to stop. Why? Y'all gonna be in church tomorrow. Brother, sister, y'all believe in God? How do you show you believe in him? We just keep on walking, right? That's what we do. We just keep on walking. Like, our people are crazy. Give me this.
Psalm chapter 1 verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standing in the way of the sinners.
Wait, read that louder.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standing in the way of sinners, 14, nor sitting in the seat of the scornful. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law doeth he meditate day and night.
That's how you become blessed, right? Blessed is somebody who meditates on the law. Blessed is somebody who cares what the Lord has to say. Our people don't care what the Lord, you think you're gonna just sit here and go to a food festival, not hear from his prophets, right? Because he's always set up men to preach his word. Y'all believe in God? Y'all ain't got time? So you believe in God, right? How do you show you love him? You pray? You don't gotta act on something, you don't gotta have no type of conduct of any kind? What's the right thing? What's positivity and love? What's the truth? Don't lie, that's the truth. So you don't gotta do nothing else. Watch this, brother. Give me 1 John. Give me this. Give me 1 John real quick. While we got time, right? We'll get that in a minute. Give 1 John. 1 John 5 verse 3.
Book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Hey, brother, I want you to hear this real quick.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Brother, that's how we love God, right? I know you're trying to ignore me because you want to get moving, right? But this is how you love. I'm forcing it on people today, right? That's right. Hold up. I play video games avidly, right? My gamer tag on every platform is Judaizer. That's what I'm out here doing. I'm Judaizing. You gonna get this word today, whether you like it or not. Hey, brother and sister, y'all believe in God? Hey, can I talk to you real fast, brother? You look, you be in the church. You don't be in the church?
Ain't on the same page you think I am.
You're on the same page? What does that mean? Why people ain't got time to talk?
Gotta stop, brother.
What page is that? What is that? Brother, that sounds so disingenuous.
Right.
Because you don't know what I believe in. You're gonna say it's closer to what we believe in, right? That you do that to avoid conversation and to avoid getting proven wrong. That's what our people love to do. You avoid, matter of fact, give me this. Drop all the precepts. Hold on. I need what I told you to get. Second NLT. Yeah, I need an NLT. Chapter 15. Hey, yo, what's y'all's names? Hey, Left to Suffer, right? Left to Suffer, that's a pretty good band. Hey, let's have a conversation about it.
I gotta go. Gots to be broken.
Second Ezra 15.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14.
Start at verse 10.
Second Ezra 15 and verse 10 in the GNT. My people are being led to the slaughter like a flock of sheep.
They're what?
Being led to the slaughter like a flock of sheep.
And that's what y'all are doing with this festival. That's what y'all are doing with every facet of y'all's life, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, there where you at too. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are interested in everything else except their salvation. Romans 13:11. They're excited about every single thing. What woman they can get on that level tonight, right? What woman they can get on and deep them, right? 2K, NBA, all that, right? They're so occupied that, and every single facet of it is worldly and it will come to naught. If America's going to be destroyed, who gives a damn, right? Who gives a damn about any of that, right? And honestly, 2K, I'm sidetracked, right? Right, watch this, right? Watch this, right? 2K, you know 2K is a game because they make the same game every year, copy pasta, right? And then get more in microtransactions over and over and over again, and y'all still buy it. You know it sucks. You played the demo. It's the same game as last year, right? But what? Guess what? Guess who's gonna buy that game? All y'all. The same damn game. That's the definition of insanity, right? Y'all are insane. But like I was saying, right? I digress. Y'all are interested in everything else except your salvation. Read this.
God. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It's like Romans chapter 13, verse 11. Knowing, it's like, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's what?
High time to awake out of sleep.
It's high time for you blacks, Hispanics, and especially you Native Americans to wake up out of sleep. Like I said before, right? America is about to be in a full-scale war with Russia.
Right.
Newsflash, the government released, matter of fact, the government leaked a lot of documents proving that Americans are now fighting against Russia. This is no longer a proxy war. This is a real, actual war. That's what's coming here. That's what's coming to America. It's high time you wake up out of sleep and get right with God, because America is about to be blown to smithereens. That's what's happening. I don't understand how y'all don't see America's not circling the drain, bro. Look at gas in Texas. $3.59. I remember when I was a kid, it was barely $1. Now it's $3.59. Overnight, the dollar's lost what, like 90% of its value.
Right.
They're coming up with the BRICS nations. What was that? Brazil, Russia, India, and China, right? And with that South Africa, right? They're developing their own currency. Once they develop their own currency and trade into that decreases the value of the dollar dramatically, because those are big markets. The dollar is propped up on who's ever trading in it and using it. If the dollar plummets, you know what that means? Gas goes from $3 to $6 to $7 to $8 to where it's damn near unaffordable. That's coming. That's when you go to the grocery store, right? And y'all talking about eggs right now. That's when eggs go from like $3 all the way to damn $20. Omelets you're not gonna have an omelet in that day, bro. You're not. It's not happening. The dollar is falling. And when this nation falls, that's when our salvation is synonymous. That's when our salvation comes. We see that. That's why the Bible talks, that's why Christ said it's gonna be like the days of Noah. Everybody's gonna be eating and drinking.
Right.
That's what's happening. Turn the camera so they can see that. Right? That's the days of Noah right here. This is exactly that. It's the days of Noah, where people are going to be eating and drinking, not paying attention to where the dollar is falling. They're not paying attention to where America's about to be a full-scale war. We'd rather come to the food festival with our ass out and try to be hot girls, right? Especially the tribe of Judah. Read this again.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. But now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is way near, especially for us right now, after hearing what's happening over there in Ukraine. Hey brothers, man, y'all believe in God? Y'all know America's about to be destroyed? You know God's about to eradicate this place using Russia? That's when we walk faster. We find out about the condemnation of this land. That's what we do. We walk faster. And that's the same thing y'all did to the prophets. We're just not in ability to where y'all can kill us like y'all did before. Like how just from the blood of Abel all the way to Zacharias, who you slew next to the temple. Y'all would do the same thing to us. Read that again.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent.
The what?
The night is far spent.
The night is far spent. You've been living a simple life your entire life. How about we do something better, guys? How about we try to do something better? Because this place is certain. Read this. Matter of fact, question. We're gonna come back to that. Read this. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10 in the GNT. Verse 11.
Oh no, 10, my bad. I didn't say that.
My people are being led to the slaughter like a flock of sheep. They will no longer have to live in Egypt.
They will have to live in where?
In Egypt.
Wait a minute. We wasn't in Egypt in this time. This is captivity. We will no longer have to live in captivity again. Go ahead.
I will use all my strength and power to bring them out of the land. I will bring disasters upon the Egyptians.
This is New Egypt, right? Y'all blacks and Hispanics who can hear my voice right now. Hey, what's going on here? You believe in God? What's your nationality? Alaskan and Indian? Oh, right. Well, we're here to tell the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, they lean more to that side, the Native Americans, that we are the Israelites. There's a reason why your nation got taken from you. There's a reason why they put you up there in the armpits of America. It's because we're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandment system. This place is about to go. America's about to get destroyed. And the only people who are going to get saved out of that is God's chosen people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we're God's chosen people. So we have to get right. That's what we have to do. That's what we're here to tell our people. We ain't just out here just to curse people out. We got to tell people to get right, because look, it's coming real soon to where this place is not about to exist. Like things like this, you see this over here, this fest? Sooner or later, nobody's going to be able to afford to go to this. Sooner or later, nobody's going to be able to do any of this. So the only thing you can do is get right with God. Watch this. Give me 1 John 5, verse 3. Let me show you something. I know you're probably in a hurry. Let me show you something real quick before you go. Watch this.
1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
Show God that we love him. You got to be on his good side, right? You don't want to hate God. Watch this.
That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Verse 4. For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith.
So to love God, we have to keep his commandments. That's what we have to do. That's found in what they call the Old Testament. The church is not telling you that. They said don't read the New Testament, don't care about it. But in the New Testament, at the very end, it says to love God, we have to keep these commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. Like it shouldn't bother you to keep God's commandments. You should want to do it because you love him. Just like if you have a man. Now, if you had a man that shows you love him, you would do things, right? It's the same thing with us. The same way we worship God is the same way a woman is with her husband. But to show you love him, you do X, Y, and Z. You'll cook for him. You'll buy him things. You'll care about his well-being. We do that same thing with the Father. He wants you to keep these laws, like hating your brother. Stop, don't hate your brother. Don't steal from your brother. X, Y, Z. That ain't hard. And just doing that shows us that we love him. That's what I'm here to tell our people. It's so simple. To serve God, really, the understanding of it is simple to understand. So, do you have any questions? Check us out. We're on YouTube. That's the very top. Our YouTube channel. My number's up top. We got the tribes on the bottom of who we actually are and what God calls us. Because God don't call us Native Americans. He calls us Gadites and Reubenites.
Right. Bring that out.
That's the tribe. You're welcome. Check that out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for doing that. That's what I appreciate, right? And you see what I mean? Remember what I was saying to y'all before? You see how the Lord will send somebody over here for us? He'll do that. Y'all want to try to move us off the block so we don't freaking hurt nobody's feelings over there, so money and commerce keeps going. But what's up? Especially the natives. Especially the natives, because we need them too. Why they out there showing up on these powwows, man? We know what goes on in powwows, right? No comment, right? I plead the fifth. Right? But yeah, man. But go back into this. Go back to the second Ezra. Let's run it back. Spin the block.
God. Back in 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 11.
Yeah.
I will use all my strength and power to bring them out of that land.
Yeah.
I will bring disasters upon the Egyptians, as I did earlier, and I will destroy their country.
And that, you know what's crazy, right? I remember I had this moron who would say, "Oh, Hebrew Israelites are lying on what Egypt means in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68." Right? This is a proof text. This shows you that like this, because they weren't in trouble in Egypt at that time. So this just shows you Mount Azarium or Egypt, right? That's talking about us in captivity. So he's going to destroy this place like he did before, and punish the Egyptians. That's the people of Egypt. Because stay where you at. Get Revelations 11 verse 8. Because this great city, Babylon the Great, is called something. It has titles. Just like how God has titles, just like our people have titles. Right? Watch this.
Revelation chapter 11 verse 8. And that dead body shall lie. Revelation chapter 11 verse 8. And that dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Sodom and what?
Sodom and Egypt.
Sodom, the titles that it has is Sodom, which is homosexuality. Hey, a few weeks ago, they just had a trans rally over here.
Right.
And over there.
Yep.
Right? And Egypt and what? Egypt. That's captivity. That's being a captive. So he's going to do what to the Egyptians? Watch this. Because we don't rule this land. Or the Neo-Egyptians. Go ahead.
Verse 12. The whole land will be in mourning.
Yeah. No,
Oh, it's like it. I will. Okay. I will destroy. It's like it. I will bring disasters upon the Egyptians, as I did earlier, and I will destroy their country.
Do what?
Destroy their country.
Dallas, Texas, America, Babylon the Great, the damn AT&T Center, which should have already been blown up, right? Right? All of it is going to get destroyed. It has to happen.
God.
Thus saith the Lord. Keep going.
Come, verse 12. The whole land will be in mourning.
Yeah.
It will be shaken to its foundations.
Watch this, right? Hey, you with the Pantera shirt. Hey, man, do you like Dimebag Darrell? You like him? Did you hear what he said about black people? He said, can that play? How do you feel about that? Not all that good. So you still like Dimebag Darrell? Hey, I'm just saying. I know, good. And all praises for that. All praises for that, right? Hey, brother, you believe in God? You what? Absolutely. Right? Who are God's chosen people? The Israelites. Who are the Israelites today?
Native Americans, African Americans. I know.
Blacks, Mexicans, Native American.
I know what it is.
You know what it is, man? All right. So do you know you're an Israelite?
Absolutely. I know what it is.
You gonna keep the commandments?
What God's before God? God's
Oh, hold up, man.
No, it's like it's several commandments.
It's several commandments,
It's more
right?
than 10.
It's more than 10. So,
I'll come back.
what about your fringes?
Hey, bro, get a flyer.
Are you for real gonna come back?
No, man, my buddy's, what is it, he's on my phone. IUC.
IUIC?
Yeah, bro.
That's a powerful brother.
Yeah. I'm already in it. I got it.
All right, man. It's a powerful brother, right? That man's powerful. His friend, powerful brother. What's up with you, man?
Y'all look up the golden rule.
What is the golden rule?
Matthew chapter 7, verse 1.
It says the golden rule in the Bible.
No.
So that's something you made up.
Yes, so that is the golden rule. Matthew chapter 7.
What's that got to do with you? What's Christ's words got to do with you?
See how this is the word
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's how you. I mean, that's what you want to say, but
now, how do we remember this?
remember what, the Bible?
Remember the golden rule.
So, how? I mean, how? Don't you come over here and say something. No. Don't make a declarative statement and then not want to back it up. How?
That right there will be the name.
How? How do you know that? Yeah, what did Jews look like? I mean, well, how did according to the Bible, how did they look like? It does matter, because you said he's not this, so don't say he's not this, and then now it don't matter. No, because I've heard the Christian mumble jumble cries, oh, we got to be a teddy bear. We're not here for that at all. I mean, how about this? I'll listen to you if you listen to me. If we have a dialogue. Okay, if you want to leave, then leave. Then I don't care. I don't care about the. Oh, you're taking away. You don't know the gospel, sister. You don't know the gospel, right? Let's read the gospel. Let's read the gospel. Wait. That's a direction. That's a direction. Give me Matthew chapter 15, right? And since I want you to hear this verse about Christ. I want you to hear this verse about Christ since you want to come up here and say we're taking away the gospel. Let's see what Christ did.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15.
Hey, no, hold up. Sister, no, listen to the Bible. Listen to Christ. See what Christ said.
Red letter. The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
See, Christians hate the Bible. That's why you run away when the Bible comes out.
Right.
You're a liar and a hypocrite, sister.
That's right.
You love Babylon the Great and that fake gospel that comes with that.
Right.
You're going to die right along with it.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. We're not about to do that. If you want to come up here and talk about we taking away the gospel from people, you better be willing to debate it.
That's right.
You better be willing to debate it. I don't study this book every single day for y'all to come up here and tell me I'm wrong when all you know is John 3:16. F that.
Right.
What you got?
What was the quote?
What was what quote?
What verse did you just say?
Matthew 15? Well, we can read it for you too. Can you get that? Watch this.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Christ was racist. And not only was he racist, God told him to be racist. That's what that means.
Can we read that again?
Oh, can we read it in another translation that's better, that's more modern?
No, just read that one again.
We are. Give me in the amplifier. You know my favorite. My favorite. Let's get it.
Oh, brother, Matthew chapter 15.
Yeah, we're gonna read it again. We're gonna read it.
And the Amplified.
You're definitely going to
You're gonna have to put it up in another. You got to Google it. Stay where you at in the U version, because I want to come back to that. Matthew 15, verse 24, Amplified Bible. We ain't doing the. Oh, I'm freaking. I just want to tell y'all taking away the gospel. I just wanted to cry. Please. I'm trying to punch it.
Right.
That's one.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24, in the Amplified version. He answered, I was commissioned by God and sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Christ was sent by God, commissioned by God only to his own people. That's God and Christ being a racist in one verse.
That's right.
Yes. So how do you feel about that?
I feel that's wrong.
Christ and God is wrong?
I feel that being racist is wrong.
Well, okay, was Christ wrong right there then?
Yeah.
Damn. It's a great thing. Hey man, hey, let me have a question. Hey brother, you believe in God? Yes, sir. Hey, how does God want us to worship him? According to his word. Hey man, 1 Peter 3:15 says you gotta always be ready to give an answer for what you believe in. That's the Bible. So I'm asking you, how does God want us to worship him? I don't know. Watch this. Give me 1 John. Whoever get there first.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God,
Yeah, this is the love of God. Go ahead.
that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So to love him, we have to keep his commandments. And that's not talking about the New Testament. That's talking about the Old Testament. The things you see in Genesis through Malachi, you have to keep those things that are commanded. That's how we show that we love him.
That's right. Wait. So they got to stone somebody if they're working on Sunday?
No, that's not how that works.
That's the Old Testament.
Well, that's not how that works. Because you to get somebody stoned, you can't just immediately just pick a rock. You got to take that to the Levites. You got to have a whole judgment. We don't have no Levitical priesthood right now, but that does not negate the fact that you have to still keep thou shalt not kill, right? If you're gonna say, oh, since we can't keep that, now we can't keep any of it then. Now we can go around killing people. We can steal from people. We can cheat people then. Exactly. So that means we have to keep this law. We have to do what God said. What you got?
Romans chapter 6 verse 14. For sin shall not have no dominion over you.
Sin shouldn't have dominion. That's rulership over you, right?
For it's like, for you are not under the law but under grace. Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are under grace?
So we break God's laws because we get saved by grace?
God forbid.
God forbid. So we still have to keep God's laws, right? That's how we show that we love him. That's what Christ said. That's what the New Testament, that's what Paul says. That's what God says. So what are we going to do with that? Keep the law. All praise. Can I get you a flyer real quick? Can you get this man a flyer?
How dare we question God's word?
Look, man, you just said Christ was wrong. Don't, come on.
Well, you dare me to...
You thought Christ was wrong, so don't talk about God's authority, man. Yeah, so you're questioning God's authority.
So how dare I question God's authority?
Yeah, how dare you do that, right?
Well, that's what you got set
You
up.
got any more questions? All right, check that flyer. We all on YouTube, man. Hey, that good, man. Hey, let me see that, bro. All praises, man. All praises. But back to you, man. What's up with you? Why? What's your
Stay out the sun, Yanni.
No, not you.
No, that's what he doing.
Oh, yeah. You trying to stay out the sun, man? Yeah. You know why you burn it up? Y'all are the only people who was born without melanin. God deprived y'all of melanin. So what does that mean? He loves everybody else except y'all.
That's right.
I mean, is that not the brother look back because he know that was funny because that's rationality. That's logic. It's not meant for you though. I mean, you questioning Christ and God literally. You said Christ and God was wrong. What do you think they're gonna do to you about that? Hey, I mean, what do you think he's gonna do to you? Do you think something should be done to you about that?
Well, where is God? I don't see no God.
He's right in front of you. Look right in front of you. Look at me right fast. You see a God right here.
Right.
You see a God right here. Just like how in Genesis, they heard the voice of God walking around the garden. That's the prophets.
Right.
Right here.
Where is God?
Here's Jesus Christ right here. That's Jesus Christ. That's Jesus Christ. Those are Jesus Christ. We're all Jesus Christ. We're the body of Christ.
That's right.
That's why go back to Revelation 11. Go back to Revelation. You gotta be more careful with that mouth. You gotta be more careful.
I mean, it's the sun God. Is that God in the sky?
Yeah, to the Egyptians. Hey sisters, y'all believe in God? Hey, what are we gonna do to show that we love Him? Yeah, what do you gotta do? Because we gotta love God, right? How do we show Him that we love Him?
Yo, hey, back up.
What's that energy you gotta reciprocate? I mean, I didn't hear. Wait, hold on. I didn't hear the first part of what you said. Yeah. Yeah. But it's more than that. It's more than that, though. Yeah. Can I show you something before you go? What do you mean you don't feel really good? Oh, you don't feel like you actually don't feel good. Well, I want to say this real quick before you go. We're telling the black, Hispanic, Native Americans, we are actual true Jews. We are God's chosen people. There's a reason why we go through what we go through is because our people in totality have been disobeying God. Right? So we got to start keeping these laws. That's what we got to do. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Right. Go back to second Ezra. And you see, you resist the devil, you shall flee from him. Right. Go back to second Ezra. We ain't finishing nothing until that get red.
Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 12 in the GNT. The whole land will be in mourning. It will be shaken to its foundation.
Tell me what?
Shaken to its foundation.
It's going to be shaken to it. Why is America going to be shaken from it to its foundation, right? What rules America? The dollar. When the dollar falls, that's going to change everything. Y'all ain't going to have the time or the ability or even the chance to go to something like this anymore. You see how much money had to get put together for this to even happen? To get a permit so they can get this off the block? You know what they had to do for that? It's a lot of money had to be involved. There's not going to be a lot of money for everybody. The whole land will be in mourning. It's going to be shaken from its foundations.
Right. It says, when I, Yahweh, strike it and pound on it.
Yep. Exactly.
The farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout.
Now what is that? Right? Because we know we ain't got farming. Farming isn't as what is it? Let's see. You don't see as many farmers you saw back in the day when we was more agricultural. So who has the food? Who gets the resource that we buy from? Right? Grocery stores, HEB, Walmart, Tom Stuff, Kroger, Publix, right? They're not gonna have that much food for y'all to eat. And on top of that, not only will there be a famine, y'all can't even afford the little what they got. Y'all gonna have to make decisions. Do I want to get this can of beans? Or I want to get this loaf of bread to feed my whole family? That's what's gonna be. That's gonna be after 2 weeks. 2 weeks of work. That's what you're gonna have to come. That's what it's gonna come to. That's what we're seeing. That's why y'all should be preparing yourselves at least get 2 or 3 weeks worth of canned goods right now. Right now, right? Not before, but now. Go ahead.
Gone. It says, and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms. The world and the people in it are doomed.
They're what?
are doomed.
That's coming soon. The world, the Bible says the world and the people in it are doomed.
That's right!
And it's like, damn, I see why y'all hated the prophets. I see why people avoid us, because when the prophets came, it wasn't a good sign. When the prophets showed up at your doorstep, somebody was dying. Your nation was going into captivity. Something was happening. That's why y'all hate us. That's why y'all love the Christian church, because the pastors gonna tell you, oh, you sow a seed, you about to reap in a whole bunch of money. That's not what God says. When does God say that? God didn't say none of that. God said if you break his laws, your ass is going into captivity.
God.
Like how Chief said yesterday, God will be putting belt to ass to a lot of y'all Christians. Right?
That's right.
That's happening. Just like how your parents did when you was growing up. Belt to ass, man. And we're gonna talk about that in a minute after we read down this chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 15. The war that will bring their destruction is very near.
And that's how the Lord's gonna do it. The war that will bring their destruction of this new Egypt, which is Babylon the Great, right? That's what's gonna destroy this place. The Lord ain't about to just come down and just have his hand and swipe this place. Like, you know, freaking, y'all play Super Smash Brothers? Remember the final boss is that hand? Christians be thinking that hand gonna come down, they gotta fight that hand, right? That's not what's gonna happen. The Lord's gonna allow a war to come destroy this place. Come on, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Go ahead.
It says nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations.
That's a race war. That's a race war. Nations shall fight against nations. Go ahead.
There will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control, while ignoring the legitimate government.
And that's what's gonna happen. Honestly, you can see Biden. You can see Biden getting freaking overthrown. You look at that guy, man. You hear this dude, like that's why I don't even be posting his speeches on the internet like that no more. Because everybody, like, he just sound foolish. He's showing somebody's dementia freaking granddad, bro. You don't see his, bro. Biden be talking damn near every day, and you don't see it happening nowhere unless you look for it. Why y'all think that is? Because this place is gonna go. They played him on autopilot, bro. They're probably cloning him multiple times. Hey, I'm just joking with that, right? But either way, I'm not joking about the fact that you ain't seen his speeches nowhere. That dude is an idiot, right? Go ahead.
Right. It says, verse 17, there will no longer be free access to the cities.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no more free access to the cities, right? Because like I said before, people coming up in here as a matter of fact, they're going to every single festival that they have, right? Hey man, you keep on clapping, I can really just talk over you. My voice is louder than you, right? But hey, brothers and sisters, y'all believe in God? Y'all can't hear me now? I heard you.
She said, yeah.
All right, how do we show that we love God, sister? Why does nobody want to answer that? I bet if I ask an Edomite a question, they answer.
You got a opinion on it?
You see? You see? I don't care how y'all feel about this. I'm gonna say this, right? I get proved to be a prophet a lot out here. A lot of times, bro. This is what, like, this is a lot of times, man. There's a lot of times. I don't care,
I'm
man.
only going to clap when he reads the scripture.
All right, that's cool. Are you gonna go clap over God's word? That's what you want to do?
I'm going to clap when he finishes reading God's word.
Okay. Hey, bro, with the Igbo vibes. Hey, can I get you a flyer real quick? Come on, man. You want to hear about this, man? You Igbo, man. If anybody can prove they're Israelite, it's him. It's him. And then we have to take it on faith because we can only go so far. Right? Give me Jeremiah 17 verse 4. We're coming back to this. We're coming back to this just like it. Jeremiah 17 verse 4. Watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Yeah.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Discontinue from what?
Thy heritage.
Discontinue from our heritage. Our heritage, our forefathers, our customs. They still keeping those. They've been know who they were. The Lord allowed them to remember who they are. They're still practicing them to this day. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Right? A good deal of them. Right? They're still doing that to this day. They can prove they're Israelites. Bro, we can only go as far back as Ancestry.com will teach us, bro. What was it, Ancestry? What's the one? Not 23. The one where you can actually see your father. Ancestry, yeah. We can only go as far as that, right?
You know why you're not getting a straight answer out of all that?
Why is that, man?
Because this is the United States of America.
Yeah, you're right.
We're stupid people.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're really right though, because your people have brainwashed our people to thinking that they're Americans, even though we're 3/5 of a human to this day. But for some reason, we still love y'all more than we love our own people. That's crazy. The same people who's jabbing us in the back to this day, right? We still love y'all more than we love ourselves, really. That's crazy. So you're right? So wait, what did I have you read? Go back in this, right?
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will curse thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
That's America, right? You can drop that. That's all I need on that, right? We're gonna discontinue from our heritage in a land which we knew not. That's America, right? A lot of Igbos was on that boat, and there's a lot of Igbos in America who descend from Jews. And not the small hats, but the actual lineage of Jacob.
That's right.
That's where we at. That's why I wanted to get Igbo Man a flyer. Because bro, he even heard himself. I was like, oh yeah, I know about that. Like, damn, bro, you're not gonna do nothing about it. You're not gonna act on that information. What if you had like, watch this, right? I've been wanting to save this for me talking to somebody. What if you had a lottery ticket in your back pocket, which you just found, right? The lotto's like, you know when the lotto get too high, right? They just put 9s on all the digits, and it's higher than that. What if you found a lottery ticket in your pocket and it got the winning numbers right now? What's the first thing you're gonna do? You go cash that in. All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have that. The kingdom is within us,
right,
and we have to bring it out, man. And that requires sacrifice. That requires y'all to have to do something. When we go cash that in? When is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans gonna cash that in, bro? Cause I'm tired of going to work. Is the wind blowing it? Put something on it. Put some weights on it. Like some backpacks or something. You can't be holding this up. That's bad luck, right? I'm gonna save that though. We're bringing that back out eventually, right? We got the lottery ticket in our pocket right now, man. Y'all seen the movie Lotto Ticket? But yeah, that's a good example. That movie Lottery Ticket, that dude was going through hell to try to cash that thing in, man. That's the truth. That literally is the truth. That's how the truth is. We have to labor to enter into that rest, bro. What's up, man? Oh, you back, man? How you doing?
I've been trying to bring my wife into the knowledge, into the wisdom. Slowly but surely. I gotta do it on his time, not my time.
Oh yeah?
I'm trying to teach him.
So you know you were Israelite?
It's like inwardly. You can see that outwardly, but inwardly.
Why is that, man?
Why is that?
Why? If you know, I mean, like, see, I'm glad you came here, bro.
The word says I need to be one inwardly.
Hold up, man. I'm gonna show you something, right? Right?
My heritage, everyone.
I got you right. I want to show you an analogy real fast. Us knowing that we're Israelites, we have to keep the commandments to get up out of this place, right? But hold on. Wait, just follow me. We have to keep the commandments to get out of this place, right? That's just like us having a lottery ticket in our pocket with the winning numbers. Yeah, all we got to do is cash it in. The way we cash in is by being an inward and outward Jew, brother. We see.
Because the word says, on my inside my temple. I already did. What's the word?
Don't do it. You don't do it no more.
I told my wife.
Don't get no tattoo. Because look, man, and the reason why I'm saying all this, why I'm saying all this like that, time is running out, bro. Yeah, time is running short, my brother. You don't have time to be just playing around all day. Because I see you got some corn dogs in there, man.
My mama upstairs. Yeah, my wife and my mom.
You bought those for you?
Corn dogs?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know if those got pork in them?
I got a pork burger. Why you say I can't eat pork?
What do you mean?
Why I can't eat pork?
Leviticus. Let me get Leviticus. Watch this. Let me show you something. 11 verse 7.
Leviticus 11, chapter.
Wait, let's read it. Let's read it though.
What does it say in the New Testament?
The same thing.
Everything he created is what?
He didn't. Who said that?
Probably what's his name?
Who Paul? That's not what he said. Right? Give me Matthew 4 verse 4. Let's read this and then read this, and we're gonna come back to that Paul. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine though he divide the hoof,
Yeah.
and be cloven-footed,
Yeah.
yet he cheweth not the cut.
Yeah.
He is unclean to you.
Yeah.
Of their flesh shall you not eat,
Yeah.
and their carcass shall you not touch.
So God said right there, you're not supposed to eat pork, correct? That's what God said.
Beef sauce.
Wait, hold on, bro.
I'm lying.
I know you are, bro. But watch this. You see, God said don't do that, right? That's God's word, correct?
Right, that's
Watch
exactly,
this.
yeah.
Let's read what Christ said.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God.
Was that not the mouth of God? So that means you got to live by that. That's your Messiah said that, right? That Christ said that, so that stands. You have to keep Leviticus 11, verse 7. That's every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God.
All right. Well, what about what I just said? What he has created, he's making.
So, okay, right? You're talking about Acts chapter 10, right?
Somewhere around there.
That's-
I ain't got my Bible, I ain't got the word.
I'll give you a quick answer to that. That right there, Acts 10 is talking about Gentiles. That's not talking about food. And he makes it real clear at the end of that vision that that's talking about unclean people. It has nothing to do with food. Because then that would make Christ a liar then. We just read in Matthew 4 verse 4, Christ said you gotta live by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. So if what you're saying is true in Acts 10, Christ is a liar.
All doctrine, and all doctrine out of the word of God.
Yes.
So now you just say, what's the word?
Contradict? No, that doesn't contradict because it doesn't say you
You
can
just
eat.
said what Matthew, what in the book of Matthew,
4 verse 4.
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't written. We don't even really know if it comes from that, but it's not the Old Testament, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna
When he spoke, there was no New Testament, right? I don't trust everything that's in the gospel. The translations are watered down.
Brother, that's highly problematic. So you're gonna say we can't trust Christ, but now we can trust Peter in that vision to say
No,
that. So,
I just said I don't trust all this stuff.
so you don't trust any of it then?
You got to do your due diligence, your research, make sure. Because the translation, I don't use the King James Bible.
We use all the translations and the Hebrew and the Greek. It all say the same thing.
Nah.
They do.
The words lost in translation. Power and meaning is lost in translation.
I mean, brother, we actually study Hebrew.
What's called says a young virgin. I mean, a young woman, but it's translated to young virgin.
Yeah.
So which one is it? A young woman or a young virgin?
We know through the lexicons.
So
Brother, let me finish. Well, okay then.
It's all revelation.
Brother, now that's hold on, brother. Now that's problematic then. Because if you're gonna let the Most High tell you in Leviticus 11, the Most High told you you can't eat pork.
Right, but he also told me everything that I made is clean.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Brother, no, he didn't. Bro, why would he lie? Why would he say you can't have it and then say you can have it? Why would he continue to kill people for thousands of years for eating it? Right? Hold on. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Why would he kill people for thousands of years of eating it just to turn around and say now you can eat it? What kind of that's schizophrenic? You believe in a schizophrenic God then at that point?
I don't believe.
That's not like you can understand. That's logic, brother. That doesn't make any sense. That's like you saying like you got children. Would you tell your child like right, don't do this, and he does it right, and every time we do it, you beat his ass, and then out of nowhere you turn around and be like, oh well, you can go ahead and do it now. What kind of sense? What kind of parenting is that? That don't make no sense. You see, she understands that. She understands that. That's a heathen.
Hey, yeah.
Huh? Probably because what? Hey, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? Yes.
Hey, yeah.
What's up?
Now the kid gonna say, yeah, I can gang bang now.
Yeah, now the kids, I can game bang now. Then. Matter of fact, so what about kill? Thou shalt not kill. Do I have to still keep that? Brother, why? Brother, what? Brother. She said something different than you. But watch this, right?
I said it's a commandment. Yeah.
So is not eating pork. Leviticus 11. Watch this. Go to Leviticus. Go to Leviticus again. Leviticus 11 verse 1. Let's see if that's a commandment or not. Yeah, and brother, you're not loving him because you got pork in your hand right now.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Let's see if it's not a commandment.
And the Lord spake unto Moses.
Wait, who spake?
And the Lord spake unto Moses.
So who's speaking in Leviticus 11? Who's speaking in Leviticus 11?
You just said it, dog. We got retarded. I literally, I just heard what you said.
The Lord.
You just
So if the Lord's commanding you, wait, finish.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them.
Wait, at this time.
Yeah, at that time.
Brother, are you a Christian? Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not a Christian.
I mean, you're a follower of Christ, right? Did Christ break the laws?
No.
So how are you a follower of Christ, but you're breaking his laws?
I'm not breaking the laws.
Brother.
Sir.
What, can I, no, I'm trying to show him logically. I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question. Do you want me to answer your question?
There's a sausage in there?
Because the sausage is pork. God said don't
How do you
eat
know
pork.
it's not beef sausage?
What is it? Brother, what is
You
it?
don't know what it is.
What is this?
Just like
What is it? No, let's deal with that. Let's deal with that. No, you're not about to come over here and do that. We're not. Look, sir. Look, sir. You can get here. You can get here and move up the block. You can get up here and move up the block, brother. Brother. Like, see, here's the thing. I was dealing with, honestly, bro. This is what I mean. I'm judging rights like Christ said to do. The problem is you don't like that. You don't like judgment. No, I'm not a heathen. I'm a child of God. You're probably a heathen. You're acting like a heathen.
Why did you call that woman a heathen?
Because she is.
Why?
Because she is. Because she's not a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because she just told me. I asked her.
Wouldn't you give her nationality?
Yes. Yes.
You can't teach us, brother.
You don't know nothing. You don't why, don't be a hypocrite. No, you're not highly favored. Y'all know you're highly a hypocrite, brother. Brother, you and your woman are hypocrites. That's what it is.
He was talking about the Hebrew. I got the translation.
This is hypocrites. Yes, you are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. Because y'all want to get rough with us for a second, right? When we're being nice to you, I was acting in humility. I was being humility. Go up the block. I can't stand women with smart ass mouths. How dare a woman try to talk to a man like that? How dare a woman try to raise their mouth, bro?
Right.
Give me Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. How dare a woman try to talk to a man like that? This is what America brings out. I've been trying to stay blessed for as long as possible, but y'all, man, y'all read this.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
God's gonna greatly multiply y'all sorrow. That's why y'all go through periods. That's why y'all go through pregnancy infirmities. That's why y'all go through that. Read this.
In thy conception, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
So what?
Shall be to thy husband.
Thy desire shall be to thy husband. That's talking about Eve. Eve represents all womanhood now. Adam represents all men now, right? How dare a woman try to say anything to a man?
Right.
No, what did they say? What did Travis Kelce say, man? Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. That's what you need to do. That's what a lot of these women need to do. What you got?
Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is what?
Clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Don't know a damn thing.
That's right.
You want to just try to just usurp authority over man. You don't know nothing. You can't deal with that scripturally. A lot of these people, right? I think she was a heathen too. A lot of these heathen are intellectual midgets who have zero stature whatsoever.